I mean,
So you should know too though, like when I pulled up before you opened the garage door, I can't. Hell no.
yeah,
So like we have to not
yeah.
as much as possible. Cause like I was just in the middle of the driveway, it wasn't like I was at the door.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's gonna be as big of a deal when it's just Morgan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You want to try on? Oh,
I don't think it's gonna be as big of a deal when it's just Morgan. It's not as goofy as
You're gonna close the door from.
oh my god, I did it in the scene.
I told you that.
I
tell like a lot of things.
Alright, so here's the deal, bro. Zip it, yeah.
Don't sip on my floor. If you do, we
I'll know
it's
it's
you.
I'll 100% know it's you.
Hey, Mama, what you doing?
Can
So they're pottying.
okay, so here's the.
Really? Stop.
Is that Stratus over there or Seawolf? That's Stratus.
Stratus?
Nope.
No?
It's always Stratus under the bed. 90% of the time, it's him.
Well, and that I don't care about.
No,
I
I don't care.
I do to a degree, but I don't. Like, he obviously wants to be under there, and if he wants to cave it up, then he's probably gonna love the kennel thing, so like, whatever.
And Clara knows when there's buns.
Yeah, she can tell. I saw her the other day, she's actually tapping.
Yeah, it was
So like,
really
it was
cool.
just adorable, but like, as long as they're not getting stepped on, that's my
So,
only worry with them going
today,
under it.
I don't know how long you were watching, but
Off and on, with minimal sound.
Twice today, Seawolf completely got off the vet bed or
Perfect.
bubba bed into the potty area and peed.
Cool. Why is this bumped
Your
off
dog?
the wall? What are you doing, Clark?
Your dog.
Why are you doing this like this?
I'm like, why?
Because I'm
Your
thinking-
dog. She literally moves the whole thing.
Yo, I was doing a sleep.
I know. Where are you going, Hellcatty?
I'm going to explore.
That's cool. Okay, because I want to make sure they
bumps
have
out.
enough.
She likes laying against the side.
You're fine,
She doesn't want to
drama.
lay near the potty, which
Right.
I totally get.
I get it.
So
Well, I
she
think
shifts the whole box that way throughout the day.
I'm debating. I don't want to set up the kennels yet. I don't want to set up the kennels yet, but I'm debating how to cut their space and move it a little bit. Does that make sense? Like, now, stop being such a drama queen.
I am drama queen. Hey, are you done redecorating IKEA, dog?
No, and like I came out one day and
everywhere.
I came out like
It's everywhere.
God. So like I came out
Middle of the
to
night, every once in a while I'll wake up and like she'll bring it to me.
So today when I came out just to make lunch.
Yeah.
Oh snap, your fingers.
Yeah, they're okay.
Cause like I didn't see Clara and I'm like, if she jumped out, which she won't.
We want.
Then like I would have known.
Right, you would have seen it. It would have been a thing. She was in her crate, snoring.
Good. Do you need something? I'm gonna check on you. What? Do you need more Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings? You wanna watch The Hobbit? What's going on here? I see you.
Yeah, move on.
Because he didn't poop outside. It's the rule.
Get the
It is the law.
Get the choo-choo work on. Get him. Hi, choo-choo.
I'm gonna close that bathroom door, bro.
Get him. Get him. Get him, choo-choo. Get him.
Do you wanna watch a Lord of the Rings?
Get him. You're contemplating. I do contemplate. Get him. Get him.
Alright, can you show your whole self, please?
But Tina's sleeping. Tina's still sleeping. No bother to Tina. Get him, Warbun. Get him, Warbun. Warbun, right back. Get your butter. Get your butter. Mar. Hi, Seawolf. It's a Seawolf. Mar. Bogie boy.
Fire Valley.
Mar.
I think that's Morgan, by the way.
Huh?
I think that cry that we couldn't tell what it was
Oh,
earlier,
yeah.
I think it's Morgan. Because I just think I heard it.
Seawolf.
You guys need a new item to play with today? Ah, damn it, it's in my closet, I'll be back. I'm gonna go crave it.
I think I might let him out again just to see if possibly. Do you promise not to eat him?
No.
She's like, I promise nothing. Go by Auntie Emmy. Go by your bun nose. Go by your bun nose. Go on. Go on. Go on. Can you close her in there?
I'm serious, I don't wanna be in the middle of that.
Nope, that's an Abbykin's. Seats. This is seats. Abby kennel. Good girl.
Come on. Let's go out. Go on, come on. Come on, heathen.
Go outside.
Go. Go on. Let's go.
Mom left and you were trying to play with her. Get your brother. Get your brother. Get him. Get your Jack. Get him. Cloud Bun, are you coming out? Cloud Bun. Puppy puppy. Puppy puppy. Stratus, you coming out, buddy? Stratus. Hi, mamas. There's a bun under there.
There's a roadblock.
Go.
Good boy. Alright, you guys get one more chance. Come on. Come on.
Hi, Stratus. You decided to come out? That's kind of funny. What?
Oh, me. I thought you were talking about me. I'm
No,
praying.
no.
Not funny. I
Warbun,
need the praying.
no. Warbun was taking a potty. The heck? Dude, are you okay?
Seawolf. You need to.
That was dramatic.
That was too much height. Are you soliciting attention?
Yes, they are.
What's this thing I
So,
brought to you?
Morgan was doing a poops. He almost got in the potty area. And then Clara was like, I shove you into the potty area. And then I clean you there.
Is there like maybe one of the milk bottles? Oh, you know what?
There
You
can't
can have
be.
this. Here, guys.
Oh, look, a mini one.
It's a mini milk bottle and a weird cat toy.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it is. But like it's springy and it's
Yeah.
velvety. I mean, I'm not gonna let them have it when they're bigger, but I figured for now. Oh my goodness!
I did a fall.
You did a
So,
fall.
some of the boys, I don't remember which one, but Warben was one of them.
Are you walking like a big kid?
Yeah, they were jumping or trying to get at the side. It was Bogie.
Oh my gosh.
It was Bogie. He was just sitting on like.
You were walking like a big kid. You're playing.
So Bogie was just sitting on like the bumper rail right here.
Yeah.
And he was trying to climb.
They were trying to find that yesterday. Oh yeah? You guys are silly heads.
Go, Warbun. Get him.
You guys are silly littles.
We're
Are
not
you playing with them? Are they fun? Oh,
I break it.
Is there a reason why this cap is always off?
probably because the wall is different heights, so it keeps popping it up.
Ah.
Which means we can just leave it off. But I was afraid that if they're trying to pop out, I want it on if we can keep it on. Even if that's a pain in the butt, because I don't want their feet getting stuck in it. I hate to say it's one thing if they climb over and
Two
topple
mornings
over.
in a row.
I don't
that was off. And
want
I'm
their
like,
paws getting stuck in
Right.
this. It's because if this gets pushed out and then it gets pushed up, if it gets pushed up, it
goes pop. Yeah, I got it.
that's what it is.
What are you guys doing? Hello. What's it? Hello.
What's all my little buns doing in here?
I'm doing a pile.
Are you doing a pile? Do you guys want to try their food?
Arr.
Clara, what
Hey.
do you want? You can let her out.
I need to let.
Oh, okay.
that
Come
one
on.
out.
Let's go to the kennel then. Come on. Kennel up. You can be an asshole in there.
Again? Is it?
I'm putting the water in the potty area because
Huh?
I'm putting their water in the potty area because I am. Oh my goodness, you guys are cuties with those little crazy faces. Hey, shush, you're fine. What's up, Drama Llama? Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi, little one.
Why?
Hi, you knew that
I
was
don't
me.
trust you either.
Shh. Drama Llama. There's a whole house of drama llamas. I just want my car to work for there to be less barking and more howling and less sass. Stop. Thank you, ma'am. That's a good girl. Talking back? Yes. We talk back all the time.
Great.
Her up. Yell because I just heard whimpering and I'm so annoyed now about the boys.
Great. No. That's not great. Said go to your. He's good.
guys have fun. You're good. Hey, littles. What are you guys up to, huh? You guys are the only ones that are chill in this whole house. Telling these littles, they're the only ones that are chill in this whole house. Oh, Lord. Like, goodness gracious alive. And if anybody asks a question, I'm getting food and then I'm pulling it up on my phone. I'm not ignoring you. I just figured I'd turn on the puppies even if I couldn't get on myself right away.
That one. We're very tired.
Oh, there's a question?
Yes, how are we doing today? Like we are every day.
So I don't know if I can go to work tomorrow because my car's being weird. So we're great.
Alright, let me see my
In other ways though, we're fun. And the puppies are cute, so it kind of almost doesn't matter what happens before we get to play with the puppies. But it's a little bit crazy. And you may hear barking. And that's okay. It's just Mouse and Morgan being doofuses.
Not a Broadway production.
Oh, come on. Is there like a thingy? Where was that thingy yesterday? Or what?
I don't know, and I can't tell you.
I don't know.
We're gonna steal all the
I'm stealing
beverages.
everything. If it's a beverage you don't drink right now, it's coming in this pen with me and I'm stealing it. Well, maybe.
Just
If I can manage to not
spill
spill it.
anything.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
Oh, don't open this right away.
I'm not planning on it. I'm just trying to let Clara out. Okay, Broadway.
Oh,
Look at that.
she was there.
She's like, oh yes, thank you. I always wanted to add some food to my redecorating.
Yeah, I caught her upside down in her kennel
She really.
sometime today, and she was just snoring.
So, for anybody watching this, you guys can't really see Clara in her kennel right now, but I would just like to point out and or share with you guys that like, she's never really disliked her kennel, but that said, she's never truly like loved a kennel. But she actually really does enjoy being in her impact crate. And that took a lot of work on our part, not because of anything that was wrong or anything like that. She just prefers to be loose. But it's nice for other people to see her chilling in her crate because I see it and people don't believe me. So Clara's crate is a 450 impact crate. Basically that translates to like an extra large wire crate if you were gonna go to like a standard.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it basically translates to like an extra large wire crate if you were gonna go to like a standard Petco type, like thing like that. And when she was a puppy for like the first year, she was good in a large airline.
I think it's one size down from the crazy huge Great Dane one.
Right.
For a wire crate, if we're gonna go for that.
And you guys will end up seeing it, I'll go through it, but we have extra smalls, I think, which are like 22 to 24 inches, I think, across or so, for these guys, and they fit in those like past go home, but it's gonna be tight as it gets closer to go home. And then I have some mediums here that you guys will also see that we'll be putting them in, and you'll also see them in Clara's impact crate. Because basically my goal, I have a plastic pet carrier, I have a collapsible, like soft-sided carrier, I have enough crates, because I jinxed myself, for everyone to have a small crate. So they'll definitely get a lot of crate time. I mean, like, not a lot in a bad way, but they're going to get a lot of practice. And then I have bigger crates that are like the size of what Mouse and Morgan need. And honestly, like, you guys will see Morgan and Clara side by side, I'm sure, more as these lives go on and as the puppies get older. But Morgan's really only maybe an inch or two shorter than Clara, and Clara's about...
She's taller than my dog.
20... I say this like it's changed, but it actually hasn't changed since she's been about a year and a half old. She's like 25, I think, to the shoulders. Something right around that. And Morgan's a little bit shorter than her, but like he's not... Mouse is probably around 20 at the shoulders, or like 21. And Morgan's probably 22, 23, and Clara's probably around 24, 25. The thing with the Tamaskans and the crates that I've personally seen is Clara could actually fit in like a 400 if it wasn't for her long ass legs.
Reindeer legs?
Uh-huh. She's got reindeer legs.
For anyone
But
watching,
she gets a lot more comfortable in a larger crate because she can sprawl out her legs. And you guys will kind of see that, like in the whelping box, you know, she takes up half of the box from the divider point, like this way. She takes up half of it with the puppies if she's laying sprawled. So like she curls up in a ball and she's comfortable sleeping like that. But I mean, you know, you're looking at a fairly sizable crate for a full-size Tamaskan. It's not like an Aussie. It's so easy to get an Aussie a crate. You can just like pop that thing up anywhere.
and guys, Clara is not a Tamaskan. She's a rare Alaskan reindeer.
It's true.
So
She's been called a reindeer before by serious, sober people.
So if these guys' results come back half reindeer, don't be surprised.
Right. That's true facts. And Jenna, like especially for you, we're gonna go through crates and stuff like that too in group, so that you guys can kind of see some of the size differences. I'll do it on live, I'm sure, because the next pen expansion is going to include crates, I think. So you guys will actually see them like lined up, measured. You'll see how that compares to the puppies and everything like that. Eye color. Can't bring.
You gonna bring that?
So like, you're gonna laugh at me. It can't have blue eyes.
And any blue eyes that you see as a puppy will lighten up into basically a yellow, an amber yellow color.
And it's kind of hard to tell on Clara. I'm trying to think of maybe some of her donut pictures from when. Maybe I'll try and find some of the posts for you guys. But her eyes generally, when you guys see her in videos and stuff, they look kind of brown.
But they're not.
They're actually amber. And I mean, like, they're a pretty significant amber color too. And it's just a lot of it is lighting her mask and stuff like that kind of interferes with your ability to necessarily like see that straight off. And so sometimes they look a lot darker, but there's some pictures and stuff actually here. I think I found one. I'm gonna drop a link
in the comments for you guys to see. There's an Instagram post that I've got, and in that post you can actually see the difference, because in one of the pictures you can see her eye is not in the shade, it's actually in the light, and you can see how bright her eye is. And in all of the other pictures in the photo like stream of like 5 pictures in that post, her eye is in shadow, and so it looks how you guys normally see it. So let's see here, hold on. Okay, so that's that post that I just sent. The first picture you can tell her eye color, and the other ones you can see what it normally looks like when you guys would see pictures of it or whatever. And her eyes have, I don't know, they've looked like that since she was a puppy.
You can generally tell eye color by the time
let's see,
they're like about 7 or 8 weeks old, and their eye color is going to be anywhere from brown to a light yellow.
I put another post so you guys can kind of see like the pictures in that post also. Her eye color looks different. The last picture and the first picture are the most like realistic looking, and I try not to use like a ton of filters on my pictures, even if they're on Instagram, and even if I feel the very distinct strong need to do so. But
and if you guys are curious about the whole if Embark is able to test for eye color, the only eye color gene that they've found and report is the blue eye gene that's found in Aussies and Huskies. And in our breed, there aren't blue eyes, despite the amount of husky that's in them.
It's also disqualifying.
Right. Which is another reason why you very likely won't ever see it, unless, say for example, a husky outcross with blue eyes was used, then
you might have puppies that would have it, and you just likely wouldn't see those dogs go on to show homes or breeding homes.
Yep.
Because it's not something that would really like hurt the breed per se, but it doesn't meet breed standard. That's another one. Now I'm just like going through her Instagram trying to find pictures that actually show eye color. So you guys can kind of see too, but like a lot of the really good close-up shots where like my lighting's not like completely shot to hell or whatever, you guys can kind of see that she has some variance in her eye color, but basically, I mean, if you get the right light on her, she's got pretty ambery colored eyes, but they look generally brown unless I get the lighting right because of her mask. In all honesty, there's a lot of like, I could edit them, but the photos that you can really see her eye color in are the ones that are usually really like close up, high resolution shots, because her mask doesn't interfere with the light reflecting off her eyeballs, because she's got basically like what looks like eyeliner on. I'm trying to think. And then two, I know Jenna, you were asking about crate size. In all honesty, I don't usually too see an issue personally with giving a puppy a larger crate. When they're little, you can add a potty area in it, or you can usually put some kind of divider in it so that they don't have too much space to be getting on with. But like I got Clara's original 450 impact crate when she was, I don't know, under 6 months old, I think, or right around there, because she decided nothing could contain her smart and sassy self. And so she wasn't full grown when we got it. She was itty bitty still. I got pictures of her and me in it together. And then also that might kind of give you guys an idea, like, I'm not small. And I can fit in a 450.
You can probably fit 2 of me in a 450.
Yeah, you could fit like a couple Emilys in a 450. You can only fit like one of me. I actually think we have pictures. Maybe when Abby came to stay?
What?
Oh, look, here. Okay, wait. This is
This is when Clara was a baby. Okay, so you guys are gonna be like, what? I have pictures of me and my brother in impact crates with dogs. Hold on. So this post that I just posted under your comment, Jenna, the crate that my brother's in is a 400, and the because it's blacks, and the gray one is my original crate, and I think that's me and Clara when she was a puppy. Let me see if it says. Yeah. Okay. So the first picture is when Clara was little, and when we got her crate. And then the second picture is my brother, who is bigger than me, with Mouse, who was full grown in that picture. And so I don't know if you guys have seen him, but if you go look at pictures of Mouse, he's a sizable Australian Shepherd. He's at the top end of their size. And that's Mouse and him in the 400. And then the last picture is super grainy and absolutely horrible, but it's me and Clara again, like, whenever I posted that. February, not this year, but the year before that, we're both in the 450. And so it's a lot of room. Depending on what you're doing with your dog, I might like recommend different things as far as like what size you'd get and things like that, because like if you're gonna ship a dog, they have different requirements as far as like the ears can't touch the top of the freaking kennel, which like with our dogs with their legs so like lanky and their ears so pointy, it's like,
And being satellite dishes
Bull.
until they're full grown.
it's like bull crud. I don't think so, ma'am.
I'm being known by a Seawolf. Nom nom nom.
You can feel his chompers.
They're so sweet, and I don't even. My brother today. So you guys, this is how much I love you, right? It's my brother's birthday, so I called him. I'm like, hey, happy birthday, moron. And no, Clara, don't rain on me. No, Clara. And I was like, what are you doing? Are you gonna come see the puppies? Because he goes to school in Connecticut. And I was like, are you gonna come down for the holidays? And are you gonna come see the puppies? And he's like, I'm taking Martini. He's my spirit animal. And I was like, you can't have him. Somebody else is already getting him. And he's like, it sucks to be them. And I was like, you can't have him. You can have a different dog later. Did you just get peed on? Don't put him on the bed.
Clara, don't lick me.
Emily the chicken.
What?
I know, you're a good boy. He's like, I was just trying to pee down on the bumper bed. Here, you can get rid of that because I didn't get it on my hands. So, like, oh yeah.
Guys, I would react completely differently if this were human baby pee.
Worse or better?
Worse.
I was just checking. Almost like. I don't care if animals pee on me. Humans need to not pee on me. Let's just be 100% real. And the walking is so real right now, guys. It's crazy. Also, so that you guys know, I have this like weird like slinky cat toy thing in there for them today. And then also this actually still has coconut water in it.
But just add weight to it.
But yeah, it makes it so that they can't just trip on it. What are you doing, Martini? But that's their 2 new items for the day. Get off my plate. Oh, that's a pee. Why are we peeing on the bed? And then playing in it. We're not going to play in the pee. We're not. We're building good habits. Playing in the pee is a bad habit.
Oh, goodness gracious, what are you guys doing?
They also have the water bucket right now because I can watch them. You guys. Oh, so much growly growly. What do you want, Mama? watching this feed, whether you're getting it for one of these puppies or what? Or if you just want one in general, for Sundog training, we have a discount for impact rates. And they give us a commission that goes to buying crates for our training dog. So just so you guys know, like, I don't actually get money. It's not like somebody like cuts me a check. But we do get crates. When we earn enough money for a crate or for gear, we basically request gear so that we can get stuff. So you don't have to like pay anything extra or anything like that. But if anybody wants to get something, let me know, because we have that. It's a thing. Oh yeah? And then for you guys that are getting puppies, there are certain things that we get that we can get discounts on in general. So like we'll do like a big puppy order. So like if there's toys or things or whatever that you guys want, we can either drop ship it or we can ship it all here and have it ready for go home. Or I do this for Sundog training. We get a big order and it comes to me or it goes to our main campus in Kansas, and then we just split it up. You have teepees coming in. Oh, those are real teepees. You got some real teepees? Oh, you guys are going to be real puppies now. What are you doing in that coconut water?
Trying to figure it out. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I love that they're playing now. I like can't get over it. I think it's super cute. And like, you guys will also notice we did, so first off, they're gross. They're all boys, so we're just going to get that out of the way right now. They're all gross. They're going to put everything in their mouths. So minus Hellcat. Just saying. So there's that. But the other thing is that they're getting this point where we're also going to start taking them out of the pen. So you may see somebody missing from time to time. Like Hellcat, I think I stole her for like an hour yesterday. You coming in? Come on, Mama.
And I had stolen Martini, who had peed on me.
But we're definitely stealing them more now because she's not only allowing it, but they're also like doing things and or enjoying being out of the pen and having one-on-one time. So that's definitely something that's happening. So if you're like, I counted 7, we didn't lose one, we just took it.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll take them completely out of the pen.
Right, like Hellcat yesterday sat on my lap while I did paperwork.
And there was cute involved. There's always cute involved though, because these are buns.
What are you doing, y'all?
Yeah, Clara rained on me, and then a teeny rained on me.
Put this in the trash, hold that part. And can you get me goat's milk? Yes. Indoor pudding.
Thank you.
She's like, nah.
I'm sorry.
And they've kind of been like numbing at the water bowl, but they don't really know what it's for yet. And because I don't want them to be hurt, I take it out. But if I'm gonna be home and or like I know we can be by the pen, I'm trying to give them the water bucket. Because I want to make water a fun thing for them that's normal, even if they're not drinking it, even if they're just learning to play in it. And then I obviously also want to make sure that they can drink it. And we are going to start offering slurry, maybe putting some stuff like that to them because they're putting like everything in their mouth.
Did you say both or one?
Yeah, I said either or and or both, whatever.
Oh.
Move it, Fluffy.
I suppose you need a spoon.
Nah.
Sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Because she's going to try to eat the whole tub.
Go. You're not getting any. Scoot.
It's like, wait, but that's
No.
mine.
It's not yours right now. Go away. And for anybody new to this, if you're watching me yell at my dog, it's because she would eat anything and everything that I give to the puppies. Move. No, it's not yours. It's theirs. So in case anybody's wondering what this is, it is like legitimately pudding. I haven't given it to them before,
But oopsies. Oh look, eat it off Warbun. Look, he's got some. Check it out. But and it's not something they're gonna get normally, but I'm kind of wanting to give them something that's like goat's milk and or consists of goat's milk that's not so far out of their diet, but that also like, Clara, get out of the way. Move your butt. Well, leave it.
It's about to sit more stuff in it. Ah, you missed it.
No, ma'am. Go. Boom. Now what, Freaka Fluff? Now what, Freaka Fluff?
Just like wait.
Get out of here. Go on. Not yours. Right now we're using grams to weigh them.
Yeah,
And we're actually gonna have to swap to pounds because they're getting too big and too wiggly for their puppy scale. And we started with grams just because for accuracy's sake, especially when they're little, I wanted the highest accuracy rate I could really get without being extra.
Yeah, but we live in the U.S. and therefore we have to change to pounds.
Right. But the
But the
adult
rest of the world,
right, the adult puppy scale that I has does pounds and ounces. So we're gonna have to change over to that. But basically, for as long as we could keep them in the baby scale, we were gonna do grams. And then what I plan on doing is maybe Thanksgiving will be a good day to swap them.
just whenever I convert.
Well, what we're gonna do for at least 2 weighs is we're actually gonna weigh them on the adult scale and the baby scale, just to see if I need to worry about calibrating anything. So not a dumb question at all.
They're also getting too big for whatever box we can fit on the scale to be able to read it.
Yeah, so, and they're just super wiggly, so the box is gonna fall, or the plate, or the tray, or whatever it is gonna fall. And then their microchips all got here. For anybody curious, they've already had Wormer once. My alarm will go off on the other day that we're supposed to do that. But yeah, so not a dumb question at all. And then like in their go home boxes, bags, whatever the hell they're gonna be, the go home thingies, because they're gonna be thingies. You guys will actually get like a weight chart for them, and you'll get some of that information so that you can see it over the course of their whole life. And you'll get like different things like that so that you know and you have a record of that. It might be kind of extra and you might not really ever need it, but then you have it. I'd rather, for like the 30 cents it's gonna cost me to print everybody's weight charts out and put them in the binders, like, rather everybody just have a copy of it.
Weight charts are courtesy of me.
Yeah, Emily's a weight chart fiend. She loves the weight charts. She loves all the charts.
I love the data.
She loves the charts of the things. The chunkiest bun, is it Stratus or is it Seawolf?
Oh, 1 second. Bogie.
She's gonna look.
The chunkiest bun? The chunkiest bun is one of the Pudge brothers.
Right. I just don't know which Pudge brother.
Seawolf is at 1762 grams. 1,762. Followed by Bogie at 1735. So he was like, see ya, Cloud Bun.
Yeah, I just left Stratus off.
In
the dust there.
Cloud Bun weighed in at 1,666 this morning.
Well, okay, Cloud Bun, you gotta leave. And if anybody's wondering why my car was acting up, that must be it. We're just
I weighed him 3 times and it came back solidly as that. So I was like, no, it can't be.
But
No.
But it is.
But it is. And then Warbun is at 1658.
Hatches surpassed Cat, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, you look kind of big, buddy.
I'm not big. That's a grown-up bun.
You're a grown bun?
Yes, I think. I
You
observe.
think? My little
Yeah,
raccoon
think.
bun?
Yes.
Yeah, and so just so you guys know, Hellcat and Hatches scare the crap out of me. Because you can watch them think. And that's terrifying. In a good way. To be fair, it's terrifying in a good way. But it's still terrifying.
They will literally sit there and observe.
And
think,
then do something.
And then do something.
Which, is very Tamaskan-y. And it's not weird that the other puppies aren't doing that. But Hatches has always kind of been... He seems to be the slowest to do something, but he also, like I said, it looks like he's calculating it out. Like, he might be the slowest to kind of, like, start doing something, but he also was, like, the first one to potty. And, like, the first one to toddle. Though he be small, he be mighty.
Yes. Earlier...
He's the one hell-bent on world domination.
Earlier today,
Speaking of the brain.
Hatches was watching, I think it was Warbun, Jerk, and Teeny. They were just all just piling on top of each other and just gnoming each other. Hatches sat on the side and he was just watching them. And then suddenly, he pounced on Cloud Bun when he, like, fell off the pile. And Cloud Bun was like, "Hey! You know my ear!" And then those two started playing. But that was really, really interesting to see.
Hey, Mama. You feeding your bunnos?
So whoever gets Hatches, y'all are getting a baby Einstein. Be prepared.
Yeah, you're gonna get all those wonderful Clara qualities. But is that the only one that does the fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Cause I'm debating whether I want it on or off.
Okay. I thought you had a concern for my light switch thing.
I didn't think so. I'm like, why are you asking that question? Because in no world are you ever concerned about my light switch thing.
I am. I'm just not
Not
constantly. Not at 2 a.m. when I'm really tired.
Just so that you guys know, I have this thing with light switches. All the light switches have to be in the same position. If they're on or if they're off.
To be fair, I do the same thing at work, so it's cool. But she does it, like, because I'm sleeping in the pen right now. She does it, and it'll be like 2 a.m. And then we'll be like, okay, we're going to sleep. And she'll go around and she'll make sure she turns it all off so the light switches are in the right place in the morning. But, like, if I turned it off and on the other side of the room, for the one, like, that's in this room for the pen, she'd never even know. Because I'll turn it on before she wakes up. True. But it bothers her. So she'll, like, I'll turn stuff around and she'll be like, no, it can't be this way. And she'll walk, like, all the way from the back of the house to, like, fix it. And I'm like, I'm going to turn that on, like, before you even wake up and mess up your whole system.
You can mess it up when it's on, but when it's off, it has to be off.
So, I haven't seen, Emily may have more info on this. A lot of times the reactions to that stuff is dog specific and or breed specific, and our breed doesn't seem to be prone to the same reactions that Australian Shepherds are. Where, like, they might have a reaction to, and this isn't that they have a reaction to this one, this is just an example because it's what's in my head, Brevecto. Like, let's say all Australian Shepherds, if they carry a certain genetic property, composition, whatever, they just tend to have reactions to Brevecto. Like, whatever. Now, to go with that, to be science-y, part of those reactions are tied to MDR1. And people don't know that their dogs have MDR1 because they're not testing for it.
and because it's not necessarily prominent in a breed, but it like might be there, so people don't realize. For anybody that's listening to this, MDR1 is a drug sensitivity. These guys have to be clear of MDR1 by birth. Congrats. So technically they could have a reaction, but the likelihood is much lower. So you're looking at any reaction not really being anything that should happen, and it would kind of be like a kid developing an allergy, and I personally am a very good example. I'm allergic to carrots. It doesn't make any sense. It's not because I'm a genetic freak, even though I might be. It's just because I'm allergic to carrots.
A better example would be on the reactions question is, for example, my dog Abby. When she was younger, she's 12 now, but when she was younger, we used to use Frontline Plus. Then it stopped working just because the fleas in our area built an immunity to
that's not the same thing.
the medication, which is, same thing.
No, but that's not the same thing.
Well, and then
That's different. That's the dog's reaction, not the flea's reaction. It's the flea's reaction, not the dog's reaction. So.
yeah, but she can't have any more.
Yeah, but that's not because she has a problem with Frontline. That's because the fleas have a problem with Frontline. So
Right, and then we tried different ones, and she had reactions to all of
so that's because she's got allergies.
them.
There's our example. But I've used Frontline, I've used Heartguard, I've used Bravecto, I've used Interceptor, I've used the plate. He's just licking the plate.
Try something? No? Whoa, what's that? I don't even know yet. Oh, what's that?
Personally, I have to go pull it up. If I'm gonna give it, I think Interceptor was the one I really liked. Some of them carry different strengths or their formula works better in different areas. Like Interceptor and Bravecto down here seem to work better than anything else. Frontline does not work here. I had the boys on Frontline, and we use Frontline sometimes for Sundog training in Kansas because I can buy it in bulk at a better price. Don't judge me. When you have to treat 20 dogs, you can call me up and we can chat about how much it stinks. But I had Mouse and Morgan on it, and at the beginning of the summer, you guys could call my parents and ask them about it. I'm not even kidding. I moved Clara out of different rooms for over 24 to 48 hours because we nuked the yard and all kinds of stuff because Mouse and Morgan had fleas at the beginning of the summer. And I was like heck can Clara have fleas, because when you're doing breedings, she couldn't have heartworm or flea and tick preventative before she went into season, when she was in season, or the entire time that she's in whelp, and she still can't have it until they're about 8 weeks old. As long as she's nursing them, or there's any chance of her nursing them, and or them depending or relying on her body in any way, shape, or form, she can't be on it. So basically for 6 to 9 months, she could not be and or cannot be on flea and tick preventative, including in the summer in the south, where all the ticks and the mosquitoes and the things tend to be. Interceptor and whatever heart and flea one that we were using also did mosquitoes, so I really liked that. And you guys are going to be like, what? In Alaska, I didn't need to use either. So while I've used it since I moved back here, there was actually a pretty significant time lull where I actually didn't really have to think about it at all.
Because apparently bugs don't exist
They do now because people bring up their dogs and don't treat them, but basically if you have a hard enough freeze in Alaska, it kills them all. But you have to have a hard enough freeze.
That doesn't happen down here.
No, that doesn't happen down here. But yeah, I mean, Bravecto is the only thing that worked down here on the boys. Clara, on the other hand, I'm going to regret saying this out loud. Clara has been around dogs with fleas and or gone through a lot of areas with fleas and ticks. Even with the boys having fleas, as soon as we found them, everybody got combed out.
I didn't find a single flea on her the entire time, and we were fighting with that stuff off and on for like a month because we'd already given them frontline, so I couldn't give them anything else. I had to wait until it got closer to the 30-day mark unless I wanted to like double douse them and risk an issue. And so that entire time, Clara was getting combed daily to make sure that we didn't have any eggs or anything on her. And like Morgan, oh my god, Morgan. I don't know if it was the poodle hair or what, and they just like loved him, but like he'd walk outside and he'd go outside and he'd be completely clean because we'd comb him out. We'd let him outside to go for a bathroom break in between like combing him or whatever, or like when he was done getting combed, and he'd come in and he'd have a flea on him. What the hell? Oh my gosh, you little ravagey beasties! So I think it really just depends on your area. You want to make sure that the formula is getting changed up so that it can definitely still work in your area. And you want to look at the reviews and what's available and talk to your vet about it, because in some areas certain ones don't work, and like cases where there's issues, a lot of times it crops up around a formula change. So like the formula could be fine and everything could be good for years, and they can slightly change the formula and all of a sudden you've got dogs reacting to it. And then those batches could get used up and they could change the formula again and everybody might be fine. So that's kind of really more a vet thing. Yeah, it is a long time. They also can't get shots when they're gonna have babies. So like Clara's shot schedule, since she was a puppy, I moved it to December. We slowly, over like 2 years, I think, basically talked to our vet and we spaced out her shot schedule. So all of her shots, including like rabies and stuff, because rabies she has to do no matter what, legally. But we spaced them all out and moved them all over so that they'd all be in like December, because her heat cycle is never in the winter or in the fall. She always goes into season in the summer, like August something at the latest. So because of that, I tried to move her shots to the opposite time of the year. So they're all January, December-ish over there somewhere.
All part of the master plan.
Well, when your dog only goes into heat once a year, it's a little bit. No problem. I wish I could be more helpful and be like, oh, well, this is what I use. Clara's been on Interceptor, and I cannot remember the other, like, adjoining one. But I really like them. Two, I'll add, I like chewables. I like giving them chewables because they'll usually eat it. It's not usually a huge fight. It's a lot easier to get them to take it, and then it's not all over your stuff or you or the dog. And like with my luck, this happens all the time. I will put Frontline or something like a topical on a dog, and goodness gracious help me, I'll put the topical on the freaking dog and they'll go roll in the dirt or something, and you can't wash them for 24 hours after you apply it because you have to let it get all the way into their system. And so they have to walk around being mangy because I can't wash them. And I'm like,
That or another dog will lick it off.
Right. And so with puppies and other things in and out of my house, the fact that we have the dogs out for service work or therapy work and stuff like that, I always give it on the first, right? So like, if I always give it on the first, what if we do a therapy visit on the first? Or what if we go and what if we have to schedule an educational talk where she's going to go to a school and meet little kids or something on the first? Like, I can't not give her flea and tick treatment or her heartworm meds, but I also, like, can't have her, like, turning everybody into little poisonous slime balls. And my only other thing that I guess I'll say to kind of go along with that, because I am like, oh, look, she could turn somebody into a little poisonous slime ball. You are technically giving them vaccines and everything. This is my personal opinion. You're giving them something that isn't obviously naturally occurring. However, even if you don't like the fact that that is a thing, you can have a dog that is absolutely miserable and has to deal with fleas and ticks and mosquitoes and heartworms and all of these high-risk issues and all of these things that are just problems. And you could have them live till 15 but have fleas every single summer and think about how miserable that's going to make them. Or hypothetically speaking,
because you're literally using like a topical like treatment to kill bugs and weird critters and things. Your dog might only live to like 13, the exact same dog, but they will never know what it's like to have a flea or a tick or get bit by a bug. Like, you could just take 10 years off my life right now if nothing ever bit me again. Like, you can give me whatever you want. I don't want to hear the argument.
Did you just nibble me? Yes, you said it doesn't bite you ever again. No. If I nip you.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi, my favorite little girl. This is my little girl. This is my little girl.
You couldn't tell?
I could, but I wasn't sure. And then I called her my favorite little girl, and I was like, I'd be so insulted if I was a boy. What's up, my little bear?
I'm the prettiest girl.
You are, because you're the only girl. That's also why you're my favoriteest girl.
Because I'm the only girl.
You are my only girl.
Hi, Warbun.
And I don't know if you guys heard this, but I call the koi fish the generational fish. And the reason I call it the generational fish is because I gave a blue, well, actually, let's be fair. So I bought some Fluff and Tough toys. The first Fluff and Tough I ever bought, I bought before I actually even got Clara. I bought it the spring before we got her. And it was like, you guys are gonna be like, holy shit. I had not spent a lot of money on dog toys before then, since we're not gonna talk about how much money I spent on dog toys. But at that point in time, I remember going to the store. They were called the Grateful Hound, and they were in Savannah, and I used to live there. And she's fine, whatever, I don't care. And they had this huge stuffed fluffy bear, and you guys will end up seeing one because I think there's two running around here. And its name is Sadie Bear. And it was like $26, $27. And I was like, I cannot believe I'm spending $27 on a dog toy. What am I doing? And I had my oldest dog at that point, Sarah, and we were like, we'll save it for her and we'll give it to her for Christmas. This was also back, like, before I started really doing dog Christmas and dog birthdays.
Flaming
And so we got it for her, and we ended up, I didn't think I'd get Clara that year at all. I thought we'd get her like 2 years down the line, but we ended up having her that Christmas as well. And so we had Sadie Bear, and we gave it to them, and it was the only toy that survived Clara's childhood. Like, stuff died in our house. Oh, stuff died in our house so fast. Beware. I know. Why don't you go in there? And stuff just, she took Sadie Bear's tail off, but that was the only thing she did. We still have her original Sadie Bear. It is one of, if not the, it's the longest living toy I've ever had, ever, for a dog. But we still have it. And so I was buying Fluff and Tough toys from the Grateful Hound, and they were shipping them to Alaska for me, which is insane. So they were like really cool about that. And I think we posted on Fluff and Tough's wall at one point, and we're basically like, we still have our original Sadie Bear. And yeah, and we drove the Alcan, and we drove the entire Dalton Highway. For you guys that aren't familiar with Alaska, the Dalton goes up from a little bit north of Fairbanks all the way to the sea at the top of Alaska. And so it's not really paved. It's most of it is actually like still like a dirt oiled road. And so we drove that whole road, and then we drove all the way down and followed the pipeline and went to Valdez. And we drove that whole thing, and I think I posted on Fluff and Tough's wall that our Fluff and Tough toys had more mileage on them than most people. And I just like posted something, and we're like, hey, thanks for making great toys. And they sent us like a present, and they sent us 2 koi fish. They sent us a blue koi fish, and they sent us that yellow or orange koi fish. Orange. It's orange.
It's orange.
And they sent us both of those. And so then we went, I don't remember why we went down there. I really don't remember. We drove down to the lower 48 for something, and we ended up stopping and seeing Clara's breeder and her mom and aunties and stuff like that in Seattle, and I left the blue koi fish with them, and we kept the orange koi fish. And Rhea has
Really? Do
since
you
killed
see
the blue
these?
koi fish. Yes, all those T-fisses.
I have real chompers now.
Real chompers. Oh my
I have real
goodness.
chompers. And I'm
Do you guys want to try some food for those real chompers?
Yeah, Seawolf has like legit
Got some
chompers.
Real chompers. But anyway, so we each had a koi fish, and we kept taking pictures of Rhea, who's Clara's mother, and Clara with these fish, like different places, like in the same positions, like they'd sleep in a chair, and
This is starting to
we would
tickle.
and we would just take pictures of them together. So when I had the chance, I got a new koi fish because both of ours died. And so this is the generational koi fish. So now all the generations, all the girls have their fishies.
Fish.
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 Because I'm sentimental and awkward. Pretty much what's up. Where did you put
What?
the
Huh?
bottom drawer?
Yes. Do you want me to give the ground beef that I had gotten from the regular grocery
Why
store
don't
to
you
Car?
put that, with food for her, and I'll make a slurry for them, and then maybe she'll leave them alone and let them try it.
I'm gonna keep some potatoes.
I'm just gonna put that there because I don't want to touch it.
Now that I've, and you also don't want to fall.
I really don't want to fall. I don't want to fall. Someone might do this.
There's a pudding over there, right?
Get your face away. Yes, go. Stealer. Scooch.
Let's put this into 2 bowls so she has waffles.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't think you do.
No, I don't. You can do whatever you want. I'm trusting you with all of my bunnos. I don't think I'm gonna care what you feed my dog.
Oh, really?
Or don't. Yeah, I don't care. I'm letting you babysit the bunnos. I'm pretty sure I don't care what you do. Alright. Go, you're not getting this. It's not for you. Yeah, Clara's like the food stealer. So you guys might hear like her screaming bloody murder. I'm not really sure. She's gonna eat in a different area because I'm gonna see if they have any interest in slurry. And you guys are gonna be like, that's disgusting, and it probably is. And I just don't care. And I just think it's easier for me to probably like do this in here than it is for me to try and do it and then move it. Cause so for the record, in case anyone, they have teeth, obviously, like, I mean, they're coming in, but it's like a slow process, and they don't really know what to do with food yet, so it's kind of like doggy baby food, which is kind of gross when you think about it, but at the same time, like, puppies need baby food too.
And in my head, it's totally normal.
I think it's normal, but I also feed raw, so.
Right, that's
They're also probably going to be like convinced that they should wear it versus eating it. Just so you know.
You want this? Yeah, this is good girl.
And it's cold as hell. And if you guys hear like battle cries in the background, the boys are watching Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. We've made it through Harry Potter like 3 times. I can't do it anymore. Oh, are you going to eat this? He's like, yes, please. Are we growling?
Oh, that's gross.
Meanwhile, Emily's like, I think it's totally normal. That's disgusting.
Can your clean hand pass me the pudding, please? Ah! Thank you.
Oh, is that yummy, little buddy? So yeah, it's not rocket science, it's just dog food, but it's a little bit weird. Sorry, guys. Is that yummy, warbud? Is that a warbud? Yes, it is a warbud. What is that, huh?
Here, take this back into a clean hand.
Thanks. This is what I do around here. My hands aren't gonna feel clean until January 8th.
Yeah, it's going to the kitchen. Back up. Back up. Come here. This way. Here, quiet belly.
You gotta get through the kibble. It's not a trap.
Checking that out, buddy?
Good girl.
Warbun's like, sweet. This is amazing.
Amazing?
Yeah, look at him. He's like, oh my god, where has this been my whole life?
That's adorable.
And Seawolf is like, wait a second, I hear food. Let's go. You're fine, eat your food. Genius. She's like, but I smell meat.
You just going to town.
Yeah, okay guys, this is adorable and totally worth the fact that I just had to sanitize my hands like 5 times.
I'm not sure if our peeps can.
Have a
See
good
it.
night.
Oh, they can.
I think so. I'm gonna pull it up for sure, but somebody's like, they're going to town. Yeah, they can, so.
Okay, cool.
You guys are so good.
I'm a warbun.
Warbun, you gonna eat all that, Warbun?
Yes.
What are you guys doing over there, Tumbles?
We're doing a tumble. I got some on my.
You done with that? You got it on your foot?
It's on my
Gotta get it off.
I can't get it off. I can't get it off. It's like it's on my other paw now.
It's everywhere. They make a huge mess. I'm gonna die of germ. Ew, my little warbun.
I'm gonna eat this whole
He's
thing
like,
by myself.
I will eat all of this alone. I do not need help. So funny. Martini, you want some? Then I just drink milk.
He's eating it off the bed because
Hey, I don't. It's fine with me.
still like Clara's
These
Michael
two
tuned up.
crazy pantses. I think they're just playing, but I don't even know what that. Like, did you hear that? I don't even know what they're doing.
Yeah, they're wrestling.
Okay.
Right by the door.
Okay, as long as they're just accidentally hitting the door, I hate to say, like.
I bet
My
you one of them
kids.
is just like tumbling into the door.
Right. Hey, you gonna wake up and come see what this is?
No, I don't want to.
What time is it?
10. Almost 10:30.
I do wait.
Well,
Well, we can probably pull them and then they'll all wake up. Is what I'm thinking.
sure. Let me go wash my hands so that I can.
Here, look, trash this though.
Just cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lost my desire to eat that after I.
Why is there a kibble sacrifice on the kitchen floor?
Kibble sacrifice.
Huh?
A kibble sacrifice.
Yes! There's kibble everywhere!
Oh my god. Okay, so meanwhile, like, Warbun's gonna weigh like 50 billion pounds more by the time this is said and done, because he's gonna eat that whole plate by himself.
No. You have to come back. There is a morsel here.
Who cares?
Clara belly.
Clara, Clara. Clara belly. Come here. Clara belly.
Ah, we don't want to walk in it. No. I'm gonna take away the fun enrichment items. Oh my god, his foot is covered in it.
This is one way.
No, ma'am. Stop it. You're crazy.
She's gonna.
Can you write down weights because I started and I can't do anybody else because I'll forget Bogie. I'll forget Hatch's weight.
Once I find my phone?
Okay.
Sure.
Do you like this, Warbud?
Actually, I have it on my laptop.
What's up, Pitch Hatch? He's like, oh, maybe potty.
Okay, who did you weigh?
I did Hatches, and it was 15-14.
Okay.
Hey, little bud. Let's check that out. Yeah, look, Warbud's got it on his paws. Oh, he smells like food. How cool is that? That's pretty cool, huh? Just looking at all over Warbud's foot. He's gonna push him into it. He's like, wait a second, give me that. Jesus Christ.
Did Warbin do a full body contact in there?
He stuck his whole foot in the thing while he was eating it. Alright. Give me your Stratus.
How fun.
One 681.
I'm putting the meat back in the fridge.
That's cool, thank you. Yeah, I just didn't want to touch everything. You got Stratuses?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Thanks.
section. That's amazing. They're patty.
Alright, Hellcat's 1465.
Okay. 1465.
Yeah. One 169. Oh shoot! Stop moving.
Alright.
Clara, no ma'am. Clara. One 697 for Martini. That may or may not be right, but we're gonna have to just go with that.
Yeah.
We can try them again later too if we want, but. Alright, Bogie. No, get your head in there. 1754 for Bogie. Hi, buddy. Okay, good. That wasn't a startle.
What?
He moved, and I couldn't tell if it was because he startled or if it was because he just happened to move when I was killing a bug.
Okay, so you have to move?
Yeah, he just happened to move. Because I did it again, and he just stared up at me like, ugh. Alright, well, I guess that doesn't count. Warbud, what are you doing, bro? He's like, I'm gonna eat all of this alone. Don't need to share. 16. Stop, Clara. No, sir. This is Jerk, by the way, that I'm
Figured.
attempting to.
That sounded like him.
Oh no, he's not squeaking.
Oh, okay, that was somebody
16,
else.
yep.
1, 6, 18.
Okay.
Steal the fish bag.
Yeah, is that cool, Jerk? What is that?
It's just Warren Seawolf left.
Yeah. I know, Cora. She's like, I want some too.
You just had those.
1, 8,
God.
11 for C.
Yeah.
Come here, why don't you take that icky paw of yours and get in this box and lick it right there. 1, 7.
Whoa.
Oh, stop it. Stop. 04.
Alrighty then, that's all right, Dad.
Pretty much.
Are we keeping Teeny's weight?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it because he's gonna throw a hissy fit again. Excuse you. You mean like you? Are you throwing a hissy fit? They're allowed to eat food without you.
They can't eat without me.
They are gonna eat without you. A lot.
I know, Mom.
Nope.
And I can probably have
No.
them.
You can't have their food. That's their food. She's like, what? They're my buns. Therefore, everything they have is mine. No. Young lady, go. Take a hike. Take a hike. It's their food.
Nah.
Alright, guys. I guess we like solids.
Yes.
Shoot.
How much did you put in that bowl?
I took a little, like, you're talking about meat?
Yeah.
I took one of those slice things because
Yeah.
it was portioned out. I took one of those and I maybe added I just added milk until it got like a mushy consistency.
Yeah.
That's.
We're portioning it out for you.
Oh no, yeah, you can do that, but that's why I bought the milk and the meat that I bought.
Yeah.
It was lean and it was already pre-portioned into like sizes. I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Right.
Because what I'll probably do, honestly,
Hey, get out of that.
is just take a whole bunch of it and put it in my mixer
Yeah.
and make a bunch of it and then portion it all out.
Okay.
I feel like that's probably.
Yeah, I just don't want to keep this open in the fridge.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So I'm just gonna put it all into Tupperware,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and then we can just prep it.
I'd say otherwise, just take the whole thing and put it in a Ziploc, and then I'll deal with it like in a little while or tomorrow. Because I wasn't even thinking I would wait very long. Does that make sense? Like if you just put it in a Ziploc, or honestly, like if you leave it on the counter, I'll do it tonight. I didn't plan on doing it tonight, but I opened it. I didn't really plan on opening it tonight, so. Oh, you're just gonna walk in it, put it on Hellcat, and eat it off the Hellcat? Okay, that's cool, Hatches. No problem, bro.
That is the plan.
That is exactly what he's doing. And she's like, what is wrong with you, you heathen? He's like, I rub this on you and then I eat it off of you. I got it on your fur. Hold on. Jesus. You guys are crazy. Oh, Hellcat, it's on your face, sweetheart. She's like, I know. You guys are crazy. You feeling okay over there? He's like, that's a little weird. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna keep eating. No, maybe a nap on top of my sister. Meanwhile, Seabum's like back in his bumper bed land. I put him down all the way over here and he's like, no, I sleep here.
This is my bed.
Right? Okay, I'm going to...
Come on. Kennel up, please.
so that I can see if the boys need to go out. If I hear whining.
need to do the milestone.
Oh. What? I can't tell if that was a startle.
Folks, did you startle?
When you close the.
Yeah. He sat up. Come on, Fluffy.
Yeah, they're fine. They're just playing, but I just wanted to check on them.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't want Clara to just eat all the food.
Because she would.
Right. Exactly.
So did Bogie startle?
It could be that he just heard it and woke up, or it could be a true startle, but I didn't. You know what I think? This week, we're gonna bring them in the car. Not bring them anywhere specific, but we're gonna put them in a car. Okay, so we're gonna also start doing TV, quiet room, appliance noises, music. Because I don't really feel like that was a true startle, but that was two within less than 15, 20 minutes that I feel
Might have been.
yeah, which I feel like the gate one I think was a startle. So I'm gonna put puppy sounds on my phone, on the other phone, so you can just play it in here. So you
Yeah.
don't necessarily have to hear it, but you can just turn it on, or I'll turn it on when I leave.
Mm-hmm.
So then we'll also start, I think we'll add
crates, and we'll do the puppy expansion. Let's do another one around Thanksgiving. She hasn't talked to them yet, has she? They haven't started pounce. No, they saw you saw Hatches pounce today, huh?
Yes. There's
Have
a
you seen
pouncing
any?
one?
Yeah. Have you seen any play bowing? I haven't.
Mm-mm.
I can do it as soon as I'm done with the other thing. I thought about that because I forgot at the point.
I didn't know if you wanted to like say it for like at home or what.
Fine. Okay, so we need to look for stalking, pouncing, play bowing. Let's see. They started looking for us a day ago. Yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like they all were looking for it yesterday. Like when I was taking video with them next to the pen, they were all looking at me. I was like,
It was it's not yesterday, it was definitely today.
yesterday, because I thought it was yesterday, but I also thought it was the same thing.
But today you saw it.
Okay, so then too, like, they went to the side of the box for you, didn't they, today?
I did the puppy call and they all came. So they can hear me.
Well, I knew that, but that means that, so brushing the side of the whelping box or the weaning pen with human approach, huh, that would be today.
What?
That would be today.
What did you say?
Brushing the side of the whelping box or the weaning pen.
Do we have a can opener?
Yeah, well, it depends on, yeah, it's over in there. There's one that's a bottle opener and a can opener. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure. Unless you want the full round thing part opened or just the top popped.
The full round thing open.
That I don't know if we have one of those. Look in that drawer. You might be SOL. They started growling. Let's see here. So they started growling like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Really, guys? So you see, this is weird. This is
What?
the other thing, especially. Masters are weird. I'm just gonna put the call started calling yesterday. That's when I've been really, I was over there too. I saw Hellcat and Bogie doing the whole thing, but like everybody solidly was definitely with me yesterday. So we'll just have to look for stuff for chakras.
some of them like were still like dragging themselves places.
Hmm.
But I feel like it being like they're probably four.
Yeah. What's your story?
Like patches, I feel like I could go like the 22nd. But like the jerk, I feel like I could go like the 23rd.
War is very 23rd.
But like Martini, if you're dragging his little happy ass out, like he was not putting
Well, I
forth
mean,
the effort.
perpetual drama.
Running, that's gonna be the next one. Busting out of all the looks, like that's gonna happen.
Have we seen any pass on tour yet? Is busting to get to a subway?
Yeah, I already did that one.
Oh, that's a different one?
We saw Stratus today and Seawolf. Bogie.
I want to talk to you.
Okay.
Martini by proxy peed outside of the box.
What do you mean by prox? Oh, 'cause he's already out.
Yeah, he peed on me.
Is he pooping or leaking?
Hmm?
Is Seawolf pooping or peeing?
Peed.
Okay. Eating soft food.
We're gonna try to get TRGM. This was when their whole account was
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, I think. Well, I would say they've started to break out, but we hadn't really seen any breakout till today. Who did you see real teeth into?
Seawolf
Incisors, yeah.
incisors. Wait, incisors are the good ones? And the canines are the canines. Those are definitely there.
When we saw these incisors, I believe it was
That was Stratus.
That might be the one in all. I checked a bunch of them. Seawolf, Stratus, Hellcat.
No, we can check the damn shop. Our teeth is not like those donuts.
Okay, so we need to see when Hellcat, Stratus, and Seawolf eats the slurry because I haven't seen them eat it yet. Since
Oh, the rest have
technically
already gone into it?
yeah, the others all got into it at some point or another.
Ooh, what are you doing? Oh, she's out. Finally. Do not eat your bun's food. It's their food, not yours. You can lick the pen later. No, ma'am. No.
We would like to go out to the movies.
Stop. Not yours. Go eat your own food.
I
Go.
have my own food.
That's the bun food.
Yeah.
I don't know, like Clara and I really want to go see Frozen.
I don't.
I do.
Go for it.
I want to go do a thing. I feel the need to do a thing. But the buns are way cuter. Frozen will be there later and the buns will not be, so.
2 backs.
Sounds slightly morbid, but it's just because they're going to go to their forever homes and that's not morbid at all. Hey, Seawolf, you want to wake up and come get some gums? No, I'm a loner. Listen, picking up the ladies, I'm a loner. Loners pick up the ladies. Are you going to leave to go get the potty? I don't know, maybe the potty, maybe the food, maybe the potty. Maybe the food, maybe the potty. I can't decide. I'm gonna get off this bummer bed. Hey, no, mama. What's up, Seawolf? Clara. Don't do it. Martini, did you literally get up, walk over there, almost get on your bed and pee?
Yes. That's what I did. I did a pee. Hey, Seawolf, what are you doing? I'm attacking my mom. I'm gonna bite her. Watch this shit. I'm gonna get her.
Okay, yeah, that is a Martini.
Yeah, it is.
I couldn't tell.
I could. Just because I messed up the other day doesn't mean I mess up always.
That's a white chin?
No, it's happy tea. Oh,
Yep, that is
jerk.
Yep, that is a teeny.
Clara.
Get away from. Oh, you're gonna hurt Bogie. Go. Go. Go.
She's like, I can't believe you kicked me out.
But it has dropped.
Alright, well, we can put Hellcat's name on there.
Sweet.
She's like, oh, Mom's eating it? Good, let's do it.
I'm just gonna gum this
Oh,
plate right here.
Goodness. What are you
And I'm gonna tip it
doing?
over.
We're not gonna tip over the plate. We're gonna put the plate right there.
You have fun on your face, bro. He's like,
I'm carrying salmonella.
get out. You can't have it. Scooch.
It has milk.
Go. It does. You cannot have it. That's for your buns. That's for your buns, hun.
Huh.
She's like, that's crap. Crap, I tell you. Crap. Yeah, look, you can clean them. That's perfect. Oh, he's like, I'll just lick it off your feet. It's cool.
You guys, are you eating all of it? Oh my goodness. Jerk, are you cleaning that whole plate, bro? You guys are gonna have horrible poops.
Meanwhile, War is like, I'm really pudgy right now. I'll talk to you later. I ate half
My
this
war
plate.
bun.
I ate half this plate.
That's my war bun. He's preparing for battle.
He's preparing for Pudge land. Seawolf, what are you doing, buddy?
My war bun.
Seawolf, what are you doing to that plate, bud? He's like, I'm gonna chew the plate. I'm gonna eat the fabric. I'm gonna eat the food.
You're waiting for Hellcat and Seawolf, right?
Yeah, well, Hellcat, and Hellcat already got some. And there's Seawolf. I can't remember if Stratus ate some or not. So
Wake 'em
we
up.
should see if Stratus did. But I think Seawolf and Hellcat were the two. Or you can go check it out. But ew, slimy.
You got slurry? I got slurry. This is the best. I'm gonna walk in it. What are you doing, fat, huh? Oh, I eat it all. Eat every little bit of it. I love this. Oh yeah?
It's you. You need Stratus, Seawolf,
And Hellcat. So Hellcat and Seawolf are both good to go.
You
Just
gonna wake up
Stratus.
Cloud Bun?
Hey,
Cloud
Cloud.
Bun?
Wakey, wakey.
He's like, why? I'm living a Pudge life.
You want more Pudge? You have to catch up to your Bogie brother.
Your Bogie brother is like also gonna eat all of this. So like
He's He's very Pudge too. Look, the two new Pudge brothers.
the new Pudge brothers. You guys are silly boys.
By the way, Bun Life is totally ruining my dragon game.
Oh, dude, I haven't played my Disney game in forever. In case anybody was curious, Emily kills things in her video games, and I like create Disney World. So like,
Yeah, so we've tried each other's games
we
one
can't
time.
do it.
We can't do it. Clyle's like, Emily, your game is so violent. There's so much death.
Even though, to be fair, I kill things in a lot of other video games, and I'm totally okay with that. But like,
Clara.
I want happiness.
Yeah,
No
and
man.
then I was playing Kelly's Disney game. Like, they're so much happy.
Like, there's literally, in the Disney game that I play, like, one of the goals is to make your kingdom happy. Like, literally, it's a thing. You click on happy faces to make your kingdom happy.
So, yeah, the one time that Kelly played my game, they released this really cute, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of this, axolotl dragon, and I had to rename it Bubbles because I showed Kelly, and Kelly was like, oh my god, that's a Bubbles. Because, all these dragons, they each have their own spells, and you destroy bases, and, one of, Bubbles' attacks is
He literally spits
a rainbow.
bubbles.
Yeah, he literally spits
Rainbows.
bubbles and rainbows. It's really cute. And he's a really awesome dragon. I still fly him. Or her, whatever. It's
the dragon. Don't do it, sneaky.
She's like, fun, beating my buns.
Poor Hatches, don't do it.
Take care of your
Not
buns.
yours. She's like, ugh, give me the food. No. It's theirs. It's not yours. Are you pudgy me, oh small pudgo boy? Oh, there's more food here. I curl up. I get it off my foot. Don't even think about it. Thank you. That's like a weird request, but. Boys. Nothing crazy?
No.
Good.
They're just roughhousing in there on their own.
That's
Throwing
fine. They
toys
deserve
around.
to be able to roughhouse and throw toys. I just wanted to make sure they weren't doing anything too crazy
No.
on this place.
Relatively.
I don't want to fix the entire bedroom before I leave. Normally really good, but I know they've been pent up. They're like, I feel trapped right now. Oh, stop it, grumpies. I'm gonna bark at Lord of the Rings. Seems appropriate. It's gonna change the storyline already, bro. Yeah, and I have an event on my Disney game. It's not gonna be good. It's gonna be bad. I'm not gonna do well. Like, cause I go like now, like I normally play multiple times a day, and right now with the puppies, occasionally I play like once a day. Or I coax my mom into playing when she's at work. I'm like, hey, can you play this for me real quick? Hey. No, ma'am. This is bun
Tuesday?
food. Tomorrow is Tuesday.
Alright then. Yo.
No.
Alright, that means tomorrow I have to plan my build. So in my dragon game, we build bases and then we destroy other people's bases.
This is also relevant because Emily's gonna name any puppies that she ever has after dragons.
Woo!
She doesn't have to come up with a cute litter theme.
No,
Or be like mentally conflicted like I was about the entire process. She's just like, nope, dragons, all
Yeah.
dragons. You can have whatever you find in there now. Just stop trying to hunt down the plate. I know. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
these
so,
guys are like, if you move, we move with you. Watch it. It's okay, buddy. Stop stepping on him, you freak. You tell her. Beat her up.
I'm gonna know her now.
Hey, buddy, come here. This side.
But I got it. I'm Baby Einstein.
You're baby Einstein. They're that way.
I was gonna go around.
I was gonna do it. Stratus is like, I was sleeping, sort of, and drinking, and now milk or moved. I'm really confused about my life. Hey, buddy.
So I'm really excited about the next season's, the winter season dragons. So
Stratus.
There's 4 seasons every year, and
Seawolf.
they release like I think 5 or 6 dragons every season,
Yeah.
and they have a snowy owl type dragon. That's the plan, but this is a mythic, which requires me to spend in-game currency like up the wazoo to get it.
I've been saving up in-game currency for my Disney game, knowing that we have a litter. These are the things that you do, guys. These are the things you're like, my game on my phone, I'm gonna lose if I don't save up currency because I'm gonna have to buy things with what they concede is like real money, and I'm not spending real money on a game. So, I've been saving up in-game currency for about 8 months.
Oh wow. Well, I mean,
I knew it. I knew. I was like, well, I'm not missing characters just because we're having a litter, and I'm also like, but I'm also not spending money. That's ridiculous.
Right. I mean, to be fair, I didn't spend any in-game currency this fall season in the game because it's ending next week.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun. And I was like,
little
I just won't
bunnies.
get any dragons this.
Oh, my little Bogie.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm just not gonna get any dragons this season. I'll wait for the winter. They're also releasing a hippogriff.
You're not a small bunny.
I'm not small bun. I'm a big bun, but I have nose on my face, I think.
A big boy bun. Yes. Are you gonna give me some vanilla?
No.
No, what's that? Is it a toy? Or something cuddly? Oh, yeah.
They're releasing a fox reindeer hybrid that's free. Well, it's free. I'm getting it. Oh. It's free. Of course I'm getting it.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
How are you? He's like debatably. Oh. It's like Yoshi. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Hi. I'm not gonna.
My phone's dying.
Is the other iPhone charged?
I doubt it.
Can you look at it to see if it's charged?
Oh, 29%. Still alive.
Clara! Sorry to get a nice thing to you little jerk face.
What? Well, tell me another game on that phone.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she just made the camera blurry too.
Okay, so that you know, look at this in. You click on the music, okay, and then you're in playlist. And then there's your dogs here. And there's 2 of them. And they can just listen to that. This is 30 minutes. It's like 32 minutes.
Of course.
You don't need to listen to them forever. But like, if you listen to them for a while, then you could totally just plug it in and put it over there. And let it run. And then just every time you hear it go off. You don't even have your phone in here anyway, then just turn it in. You don't have to turn it on yet. Otherwise, we could probably find like a classical music station on there. Cause that's got, iMusic. So it's got all the things. Clara, what are you doing? Kick me in the head, yo! But then we can just turn it on, and it can be low enough to where like it's not gonna like bother you or me, but like they got it on.
Yeah. I mean, this week I'm not really making any phone calls for work, so that helps.
Yup. Well, I mean, I don't mean to, like, because if it's
No.
in here on the side of the welding box, like, on the outside
Thank
of the
you.
pen right there though, like,
Yeah.
you're not even gonna be able to hear it in the kitchen, much less
Yeah.
by you. It's just so that they can hear it.
You want the pudding? Maybe later.
Fancy Emily.
You want it?
Yes. Sit.
You want me to add kibble to it or just give it to her?
Take it, we'll do it.
Wait.
I stole this button. I love this button.
I had to not fall.
It's a good idea, not falling. Not falling is important. I got a bud who probably feels that way too. He's like, I gotta not fall. Look at him though, he's totally gonna slide. Oh, this little Bogie is like, oh, it's gonna slide off. Oh no. Oh, it's a slide.
Oh, I got you. He's like, what? That was crazy. You are such a big bun. I'm a big bun. I said, oh, a big bun. You guys were so little when you was born, and now you're ginormous. I'm only going to get bigger. You should stop that.
Oh, little Seawolf, you have meat everywhere.
Huh?
I said, oh, little Seawolf, you have meat everywhere.
What are you doing?
Here, take this. Take it.
She's like, I don't have any
Take it.
thumbs.
Figure it out.
She's like, shit.
I gave you no.
Back up. Back up. Really cute. Hey. Back.
I'm gonna go take the lid.
Back.
Freaky. No, it's all the noise.
I wasn't like, I mean, I was, but.
You wanna put this back?
Yeah, I was gonna take that. This.
And put the mat back on the thingum.
Yeah, keep going on it, or it could be rolled up by it either way. I feel like that's pretty. Sure, you can do that. But
Or like if it's plugged in and charged, I can turn it on when I leave.
you guys have a good night too if you're still on. Otherwise, we'll see you later.
I'm gonna turn it off. Then we can talk about whatever.
Check on the boys.
What?
I'm gonna check on the boys.
Maybe let them out.
I'm gonna close the.
Yeah, close that. Just because if she's eating too, she's not gonna mess with them, so that would be good. Let's go. Good. Go outside. He's like, what? Come on.
Guys, he's like, I bumped him with the Annie and it scared me.
Come on. Can you hear this?
Yeah, he literally
Already
bumped
cold.
into me. He literally bumped into
It's
my
his
leg.
hair. He's like, what?
just happened?
I'm gonna come right back.
Okay.
Morgan's like, are you sure?
You need help, Carbelly? You got it?